Well, first of all, thanks to all the new subscribers, all the kind comments. Thank you all very much. I will do the shilling very quickly. Please give my other channels a chance, Dark Thor as well as the Kubrick channel, and I will try to be putting some new things there as well as for this channel because I do cover more than cults. Well, let us get to the main event. So what is going on with Jenna? Well, I am now getting a little confused, but I think the order was she put up one video exposing Aaron, then another video exposing Aaron again. She took them down a few days ago, but she brought them back by now, one day ago, probably when this video is published, but now they're gone again. And that's how it is. Now, are these videos archived? I think she's put them back up long enough that, yeah, probably a few people now have them stored wherever they are. It'll take time, don't worry. I guess it is significant. She doesn't want them on her channel. So whatever it is, she doesn't want them officially linked to her, at least for not for a while, but who knows? By the time I publish this, maybe they're back. I have no direct connection to Jenna, so I can't really, whatever, tweet or text her and just say, what's going on? I am as confused as you guys are. I would assume something behind the scenes did happen, and I don't know. Maybe she just has made some kind of weird truce with Aaron. I don't know, but I will keep people updated if they come back yet again. But not let us not waste time. What is the deal with DOA and Streets LA? And I will be very brief with the intros. Both of them are radical activists, however, from very different backgrounds. William has been doing kind of filming the police, documenting abuses, but he more recently got into anti-Scientology. And after him came DOA, and also DOA has a long history with his own causes, BLM, Palestine, but also some far right stuff. And for a while, they were collaborating fruitfully, good or bad. But William put out a video being very critical of some of what DOA did. And I will get to the truth and falseness of one particular charge because Dodge has some new information. But I will get to that at the end. So they're having a back and forth. But the big news is, for whatever reason, Aaron Smith-Levin, decided to come in and frame it as Streets blaming everything that's gone wrong, and I would guess including Jenna on DOA. And listen, I watched Williams' video. He never said those things. He did say, which is true, that DOA has been very destructive and did a lot of bad things and made a lot of bad choices. This isn't even the first time. William has been critical of DOA. I guess just how consistent. And he did give reasons that DOA is trying to help this protester, Josiah, and basically he's just spilled a lot of tea on Josiah not being the nice guy that he presents himself as. However, William is not holding a grudge. He's just stating for the record that if DOA wants to challenge William, whatever, to be more accountable, well, that goes both ways. So he challenged DOA on several things. One of them may be false, but I don't think William lied. I'm not a big fan of William, but I don't think he intentionally misrepresented things. So maybe the rhetoric confused Aaron, although I don't think he was confused. I don't even know what the game plan was. I guess the idea was that Streets would get rid of DOA, and that would intimidate Jenna and other people to shut up and stay silent. I don't see why that was a good plan because William did publicly, right? It wasn't long. He just addressed the issue in a few minutes and said, "Listen, me and DOA spoke on the phone. We sorted it out. The video he put up is not going to go away, so those criticisms are still there, but it's no big deal, right? It's forgiven. He's moving on. DOA is moving on. And the conversation was a good one. He respects DOA, and that is it. And I will say just one particular charge may be false, but I don't know if William just got bad information. Now, what was Aaron up to? I don't quite understand it. I guess the idea was that, because he was really promoting William's channel, so I guess the idea was that he was going to try to boost the Streets LA channel and the Film the Police channel and quid pro quo. I don't know. Was it going to be a deal? I don't know. I mean, listen, Aaron is nicest way to put it, he's very racially insensitive, right? I'm not saying he's an outright racist. I'm not saying that, but he's not very racially sensitive. So him and William have always been kind of an odd pairing. I mean, it is what it is. It's an alliance of convenience. And I'm pretty sure that Streets did say this, that he spoke to Aaron directly. He thought they had a good conversation. And from that conversation, he let it be known, like, okay, this is what you're doing. This is what I'm doing. It's great. But this is your thing. I don't want to get involved in it. So I'm really curious when that happened. Did this happen before that video came out or after? Or did Aaron have this conversation in the past and he fully knowingly that William was not on his side still put out the video? Is he that cynical? Did he really need that much money? I mean, I thought he made a good income. Or was he's just trying to divert people? Because let's be clear, his audience does hate DOA. They do hate DOA. So I guess it's just for that particular audience that give them something. Give them some red meat. It's totally false. It's totally fake. Like, DOA is not going anywhere. I don't like DOA. I'm very critical. Why would he think this video makes him go away? I don't know. It just seemed a complete waste of time. Or he honestly thought he was going to fool William. Well, it didn't work. So William has clarified, we're not having a war. There is no war. None of that is happening. DOA is going to do what he's going to do. I'm going to do what I'm going to do. That is it. End of story. So what is the proposed lie? Well, William had one major criticism, that DOA was getting suspicious of a few lawyers. I've already explained this in the other video, but basically the long story short is there was this supporter, 86 GOP, and 86 basically said something suspicious on a live stream. And I don't think it was a terrorist threat, but basically he said, oh, we're going to destroy Scientology. The Scientology people got mad. They called it a terrorist threat, and they went to court. It was really stupid and silly. However, DOA panicked and got angry and started to think that the lawyers and some other protesters were trying to get him in jail, and he fingered a lot of people. And that part I do agree with William, that just spreading all this McCarthyism was not productive. A lot of people, a lot of innocent women just got slandered for no reason. It was just really stupid. But part of that is he was condemning a lawyer, right, for one of the protesters. We don't even get to who the lawyer is. That's really not important. And then Streets is like, oh, but you used that same lawyer that you were critical of. Well, Dodge, who's a journalist who's covering this, and saying, no, these are totally different lawyers. At least at the time he saw the lawyers, they're two different people. They're not the same person. So William was like, that's hypocritical. You criticized that lawyer before, but now you're using that lawyer. And Dodge is saying, no, they're two different lawyers. They're not the same lawyer, at least as far as he knows. So did William lie, or did he just misremember or misrepresent things? I don't quite know, but Dodge is really certain that these are two different people. Again, it could just be he got mixed up. These are a lot of personalities, a lot of different people, a lot of different protesters. It could just be because William was just doing this off the cuff. He wasn't really planning to do it. He was just sort of like, okay, I'm just getting a little annoyed about all this stuff with Jenna, Aaron, DOA, Nora. He's like, I just don't want to get into it. I really don't want to get into it. But if you want to talk about it, here's my issues. So it could just be these were things on his mind, but he didn't plan it out, right? He didn't have notes to just keep everything systematic. So it could just be an honest mistake. I'm very critical of William. I'm very critical of DOA, but I don't think it's healthy. We just keep spreading false rumors, especially if we know that they're false. It's just not going to be helpful to anyone. I mean, this community is already paranoid enough with all these accusations and just a lot of insults going back and forth. So again, I don't like these two guys, but I don't see anything that's gained by spreading a lie that we know is a lie. So did I think William lied? I don't think he did. I guess maybe just got confused. But apparently these are two different lawyers. So there's no major hypocrisy with DOA there. Maybe that one lawyer didn't work out. This other lawyer is working out. And there you go. That's what Dodge says. So I'll have to wait in the future. Maybe he will go back to that lawyer and Streets LA has a point. But right now, no, he's just using another lawyer. And there we are. So as for myself, I would plead to Jenna, whatever influence I have. I do think it's better just to have those videos for historical value and just give us more information about Aaron. But I cannot control her. I do not know her personally. I just do think that the videos did provide a lot of information. So I do think they should come back. And hopefully they will. But again, a lot of crazy stuff is happening, right? She put out those videos, Render died, this recent skirmish. It's just a lot going on. So I can understand. There's just a lot happening. And people just maybe want to take a step back. But there we are. So no war. There's no war that's going to happen, at least not in the future. So I don't know why Aaron thought there was going to be a war, but there's not going to be a war. But I'm sure he's not done, because even if he can't get one conflict going, he's going to try into something else. So I'm waiting what the next move is, because it's getting more and more crazy. But it is amusing. You can't deny what he's doing is amusing. It's destructive, but it is amusing.